Hello everyone, my name is Kelly, and in this video we're going to be learning how to play bar chords on the ukulele. The three bar chord shapes we're going to learn are the A shape, the D shape, and the G shape. If you don't know how to play open chords first, I recommend learning those first since those are more like beginner chords, and bar chords tend to be more advanced. Bar chords are when we play multiple strings with one finger by holding our finger flat across the strings. So we're first going to learn how to play the A-shaped bar chord. The A-shaped bar chord comes from the A chord on the ukulele. Most people know how to play an A minor. And we're going to play A major. Okay, so A major is when we play the second fret on the fourth string up here, and the first fret on the third string, like this. It's A major. We're going to use this shape or this sort of like orientation to play different chords up the neck of the ukulele. So the next step I recommend to playing bar chords is to, instead of playing an A major chord like this, with these fingers, pointer finger and middle finger, instead use your middle finger and your ring finger, like that. Frees up your pointer finger and your pinky, okay? That's A major. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slide that over one fret, like this, so that we're now on the third fret and the second fret right here, like that. And then we're going to bar the first fret on the first string and the first fret on the second string. We're basically going to use our pointer finger and hold down on those two strings like this while playing the other two notes. So if you're going to build this from the top up here, it would be third fret, second fret, and then first fret, first fret. I try to use the side of my finger when pushing down on both strings. Kind of like turn my finger to the side. So this is a B flat major chord. Alright. And what we can do is we can play more chords with this same shape just by sliding it over another fret. So if we slide over this way, this is B major, not B flat major, but B major now. This is fourth fret, third fret, second fret, like that. Okay. And if you go another fret over, same shape. This is C major, fifth fret, fourth fret, third fret, third fret. Okay. And I'm just barring the bottom two strings here, okay? You can also bar all the strings if you want. Just hold down on all of them and then add the other two fingers in like this. So yes, we have A major, B flat major, B major, and C major, all with one shape. Now you can keep going and playing different major chords up the neck. The next one would be D flat, and then D, and then E flat, and then E, and then it keeps going. So the root notes of the chords that we're playing are on the fourth string and the first string. So for example, if we go back to that C major, which was 5, 4, 3, 3, like this. This is C up here, and down here is also another C. That's helpful if you're trying to learn letters or notes on the neck of the ukulele. So now we can turn that bar chord shape into a minor chord, just like when we play A major and A minor down here by removing a finger. That's exactly what we do on the bar chord shape to change all of these chords into minor chords. So for example, when we went to B flat major, which was 3, 2, 1, 1, like this, we're going to lift this finger off here, the middle finger, and then we're actually going to bar these three strings like this as well. So we have 3, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So major, add your finger back on to make it a major. 3, 2, 1, 1, and then minor would be 3, 1, 1, 1. That one takes a lot more strength. You got to squeeze there. So now you can play a B minor chord by following the same principle here, but we're going to play 4, 2, 2, 2. So we're barring across the bottom three strings, like that, and then reaching up here and playing 4. That's B minor. And then C minor would be one fret over, like this. 3, 3, 3, 5.
Avast ye! What be this treasure chest of mysterious parchment? Nay, not gold nor silver, but something far more precious. Aye, these be the most exquisite digital sheet music pieces to ever grace the 7 seas. And now you can get your hands on them too. Just head over to Patreon and become a Casey's Music Method patron. We've got music from across the ages, from the classics to the modern. And as a member, you'll have access to a wide variety of music, including me own books that I have written, custom arrangements, and songs from YouTube videos. Don't wait any longer. Arr.
The next shape we're gonna do is the D shape. Comes from the D major chord here. You play 3 in a row. 2, 2, 2, open. 2, 2, 2, open. Well, let's try playing D major by barring those 3 notes up there with our pointer finger. And then we're just gonna mute this down here on the first string. Okay? Okay, so that's D major. And now we can play bar chords simply by sliding this over, okay? If I slide it to the 3rd fret, I'm on E flat major. Slide it over another fret, E major. Slide it to the 5th fret, F major. Slide it one more, F sharp major or G flat. And then G major would be all the way up here on the 7th fret. Yes, the 7th. If you accidentally bar the bottom string as well, it sounds like this. It's called the 6th chord, D6. It's very Hawaiian, and that's fine if that's the sound you're going for, but generally you don't want that extra note down there, so I would say avoid it if you can. But if you're playing Hawaiian music, obviously use it. So on that D major chord, our root note is on the 3rd string, so this is the D of D major. So to turn the D major shape into a minor, it's a little bit more involved, but if you know how to play D minor down here, that's a good start. D minor is 2, 2, 1, open, like that. To make this into a movable shape, what we need to do is kind of like on the A major where we switch our fingers around. We're gonna free up our pointer finger here. So we're basically gonna go ring finger, pinky, middle, free up this pointer finger, like this. Yeah. And then what we can do is we can slide all of this over 1 fret, like that. And then on the bottom string where it's open, we play the 1st fret down here, their pointer finger. Okay, so it's a D minor. And then if you slide up, it's an E flat minor. And if you slide over again, it's E minor. Kind of looks like a staircase here. You know E minor already, like this. This is like the basic version of it. It's the same thing basically, except we're also playing the 4th fret up here. Okay, so, and then F minor would be if we moved up an additional fret. You can keep going, play different minor chords up the neck. If this video is helpful for you, please give it a thumbs up. The final shape we're gonna do is the G shape, and it comes from the G major chord, which always to me looked like a triangle. So you can just take a G major chord and slide it around and play different stuff, you know. Not sure if you knew that, but it sounds cool. All right, so to turn this into a bar chord, what we do is instead of playing G major this way, we're actually gonna bar these 3 strings on the 2nd fret. So 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret like this. Bottom 3 strings with our pointer finger, and then our middle finger is gonna play the 3rd fret on the 2nd string like this. Should sound exactly the same. It's the same thing, just different fingers. But it's a little harder to do because you're barring. The reason why we're doing this is because we're gonna put our ring finger on the 4th fret up here. 4th fret, 4th string, all right? So we got our G major notes here and this extra note up here. Still G major, okay? But now if we slide this whole thing to the right 1 fret, now we have A flat major. So that is 3, 4, 3, 5. And if we slide 1 more fret over, we get an A major. Keep going, you get B flat for the next one, and then B major for the next fret up. Gets a little weird up here. The root note on this chord is on the 2nd string. So when we play G major, this here is our G. So as you're thinking through this, you might be wondering, how do I find like A major or something? You'd find A on the 2nd string, and then you'd build your chord around that. That's A major. You can double check by playing an A major too. So now we're gonna turn this one into a minor chord. We can just start by playing G minor. That's 1, 3, 2 from the bottom up. 1st fret, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, all right? We can't move a chord with an open string around, not for bar chords anyway. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap out our ring finger and pinky like this. And then we're gonna take our ring finger and put it up on the 3rd fret here. Yes, the 3rd fret, okay. So this is also G minor, all right? And then you can slide this around. You move it to the right 1 fret and you get A flat minor. And if you move up another fret, you get A minor. Okay, it's got an interesting way to play A minor, right? So it's your A minor here, but then you can play it like this as well. So move up another fret, you get B flat minor, and then another fret would be B minor. It's good to know how to play every single chord 2 ways. So for example, if you know how to play C major, which I hope you do if you're doing this lesson, find another way to play it. So for example, we can use the A shape and play C major like this. Okay. G major with the G shape, G major with the D shape. The reason that bar chords are helpful is because that we can play a lot of chords that we can't just do with open chords, especially like flat chords or like certain minor chords. There are also some interesting techniques that you can do with bar chords. For example, if you play C major with an A shape like this, you can do muting. And that's all done with the left hand. I mean, I'm strumming here. But if you relax your fingers as you're strumming, you'll get this muted sound, okay? And you can play different rhythms and cool like accents and stuff by doing this muting technique with bar chords. You can also slide chords into each other. So for example, if I play the 2nd fret first, like down here, and then slide it up, be going B to C. Which sounds kind of cool. Or you could play a progression like this. Kind of Jack Johnson-esque. It can be kind of confusing using bar chords and understanding how they work. What I recommend is to identify the root note and work with that. Because if you know this is C and you slide it one way, for example, to the right, you're right, and now you're a little bit higher, you're 1 fret higher. Now we're on C sharp or D flat, and now you have a C sharp major chord or a D flat major chord, right? Because we're using this form to play major chords. If you move it again, now you're gonna get a D major chord, because this is D here, and D here, D major. You can use a note chart like this as well to help you to identify where all the notes are on the neck of the ukulele. The next step is to learn a bunch of songs with bar chords. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that this video is helpful for you. Please check out this next video because you're gonna need these ukulele skills as well.